What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. We're gonna get into a couple of auction plays. What's up, Vondel? Um, just found a few setups for options, and then we'll chart SPY really quick, and then finally, I might chart NQ. Popped a clutch, asked if I could chart NQ, which I need to do anyway. It's just gonna be a matter of if I have time or not. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. How's everybody doing tonight? Or whatever time frame it is where you are. All right, let's start out with the option plays. Generally I go back and look at like previous plays, but right now there's just the last time we did a video was 10 days ago, I think. At least the last time I shared option trades. We did a video since then charting SPY, but I haven't shared option trades in a while, and they've been just invalid. It hasn't been a good run here recently, which I'm happy to talk about. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything or brush over, the fact that we've had a few misses and just plays that haven't set up for us. But there's nothing really worth looking back on. If it happened yesterday, like if I called out trades yesterday and we're doing a video today, I would definitely go back and look at them. But right now, I mean, it's 10 days ago. I don't see a point. I'm sure you guys will agree and understand. All right, let's get into it. First one is going to be AMD. Oh, this should not be here. AMD, I'm looking for puts below 167.65 and then close at 165.53. My only concern is we're very close to the entry as far as where price is, but I almost just didn't include it because if we open inside, it's not going to be a trade that we take. But hopefully we open outside and then fall inside. You guys can take puts. What's up, Rudy? Vondel, if that's where you're at, I would suggest not trading. Yeah, people think, this is something where you can just jump in and make some quick, easy money, and that's just really not what trading is about. We're going to go off on a little tangent here. Something that I say not very often, but every once in a while is like, you wouldn't want to hop into a plane with a pilot that was like, I learned enough to take off and hopefully land, but like I'll learn how to be an actual pilot later. Let me learn as I'm doing it, kind of thing. And you wouldn't want to fly with that pilot, and that's also just not how you should approach trading. You should really buckle down and study and learn, and then look to start taking some trades. And so what I would recommend is linked in my in the description of this video, there's going to be some books. One is Getting Started in Technical Analysis. I would read that. For people that have some background knowledge, you can skip the technical analysis book. The other three are like a must read: Volume Price Analysis by Anna Cooling, Volume Profile by Trader Dale, and finally Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And once you read those three books, you can DM me and I'll do a free one-on-one with you. That would be the way to go. And then from there, I never really recommend paper trading except for the purpose of learning how to use your software. And the reason I don't recommend paper trading is it takes out the emotional aspect of trading, which is the hardest part to master. And so you want to trade, with real money so that you have the emotions, so that you learn how to actually be a good trader. But when you're learning your software, like how to place a stop loss, how to take an order, how to place take profit, so on and so forth, you can paper trade for a few trades for that, just to figure out how to use whatever software it is that you're trading on. All right, enough of that rant. Hopefully you take the advice, but I'm pretty sure anybody in this chat or in this video that started out the wrong way will probably agree with me and tell you that you should learn first and then trade later. All right, so that's AMD. Next trade that I have for you guys is going to be Snow. For Snow, I'm looking for calls over 124 and 39 cents, and then just close at 126. Didn't see like a whole bunch of big setups. I don't know that we're going to necessarily have a big move on Monday, but we'll see. Let's hop into SPY now. I'm not going to do like, I'm not going to go back too far. I'm just going to go back to weekly levels. None of this worked out, unfortunately. We gapped up. This is the last time we covered SPY, but let me just delete these really quick. And then most people know, like when I chart stuff, I don't delete stuff or move stuff around unless I'm live with you guys, and then I'll move stuff. Need to get rid of this. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember when. I think on Tuesday I called out like a long or something on SPY. I don't remember, in Keenan's Discord. Let's see. Delete these SIGs. What is this? Previous week POC. That is not real. Oops, deleted the wrong one. Come on, man. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to the 4-hour chart, or sorry, 65-minute chart to find our weekly levels. If any of this doesn't make sense to you, you should watch the live video from earlier this morning. We did a full educational video on volume profile. But for this, I'll just cover what I'm doing very quickly. Value area high, you check. Value area low, you check. POC, you check. Under inputs, and this is the PVP indicator. Value area volume 68, row size 100, and we do this on 65-minute charts to find our weekly levels. And so we're going to go here for our previous week POC. Previous week value area high. And previous week value area low. From here, we're going to turn off the PVP indicator, go to a 30-minute chart, turn on session volume profile, and same settings. Value area volume 68, row size 100. Under style, check value area high, value area low, POC. And from here, we're just looking for our previous day levels, which are going to be right here. It was a pretty tight range. This is the definition of a P-shaped volume profile. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Right now, futures are basically break even with the high. This probably is not a terrible short, and when I mean the high of today. Um, yeah, it's kind of questionable. They might push it to the previous day value high, but it could be a short right here. It's not a trade I would take, but they definitely could sell off from here. From here, we're going to turn off session volume profile, and we're going to turn on TPO. I don't think we have any kind of a spike, but let's just check. Yeah, no spike. Oops. Massive single prints, and then we have a poor high. So personally, I love poor highs. Now I want to figure out where they possibly reject. Or are we at all-time highs? Ugh. We're at all-time highs right now? Or no, we're not. Okay. Yes, we are. Okay. This makes the poor high a little bit harder to figure out where the rejection happens, but let's take a look. Actually, I'm not going to draw a circle. I'm going to point this out really quick. The marker, I'm not taking any requests today. I don't have time, unfortunately. Sorry. On if you just draw, fibs on Friday, top to bottom, we came literally to the golden pocket, and that's where you take calls if you miss this initial run up, or even if you caught it. This would be the next spot to take calls, and it worked out very well. I believe that worked out on ES as well. But yeah, just something to learn. On under our videos on the channel, there's there's a video on fibs, which is definitely worth watching. So anyway, I would be watching for puts at 581.50. I'd be surprised if it happens, but I would love to see calls. Right here. This here is probably a more doable zone for calls. Let me zoom out. Actually, I know I want to look at the monthly SIGs. All right, let's draw this really fast. For this, I'm drawing a fixed range volume profile from Monday, June 3rd, all the way to September 30th. And then the settings initially will be the same. Row size 100, value area volume 68. Let me turn off the, I don't have session. How is that possible? Oh, I have PVP on. Turn off PVP. Monthly first SIG, monthly first SIG. Great. And then from here we go to value area volume 95. It looks like the only thing I deleted was my second SIG down here. Just in case, I think I said hi, Rudy, but hello, Rudy, if I didn't say hi. Dwayne, what's up? Alfonso, how you doing? Is the market open to closed on Monday? Are you serious? I love it when I do noobish things. No, it's open. Okay. Banks are closed. Post office is closed. Stocks are open. For me, it doesn't really matter. Futures are always open. They just have like, well, except for Sundays, but they just have, or sorry, except for Saturdays. But on holidays, they just close early. Isaiah, the kid's doing great. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Kendra? How you doing? What's up, Lloyd? So let's see. We're actually above our SIGs, which is just wild. They are wilding out. I will say, Shorty, he posted. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I found it. So to a lot of people, this won't mean much. I'll try to explain it the best that I can. These are footprint charts. On the left-hand side, you have the bid side, which is where generally, buying is taking place. And then on the left-hand side, or sorry, on the right-hand side, you have the ask, which is where generally selling is taking place. That's a very simplified version of what it is. It's not quite that simple, but when you see orders on one side and 0 on the other side, just basically means that you have sorry, Yannick, I'll go over that in just a second. The 0 means a completed auction. So like if you think of the stock market as an auction, which is exactly what it is, you go to an auction and let's say you have a bunch of people bidding on a car. It goes until finally we only have one buyer, you know, at a certain price. And then all the other buyers gave up. And so when we see this, we have a bunch of buyers, but we have no sellers. So this is a completed auction on the bottom. And it's just a massive order. This is on ES. And you can see, you know, most of it, it's like whatever, 100, 200, 300 orders. But to have exactly, or to have like, I would guess this was 1,100 orders of ES, which the notional value of that is like $289 million. This, so I'm guessing like, and this is what Shorty was saying as well. There's a thing, you might not be familiar with it, but the plunge protection team. This is kind of stuff that you should know about as a trader. The plunge protection team was basically enacted by the Federal Reserve. And this was first done in 1997. And basically, it's just to prevent stock market crashes. And so what they'll do is when prices selling off really hard, and then of course, like, you know, the president has the ability to have the plunge protection team step in and place some large orders to get people interested in buying again. And basically with the, you know, with the elections coming up, like no president wants some massive sell-off on the stock market right before elections. They'll never get elected, or they'll never get reelected if that happens. And so just a really weird random order that came in on Friday. And again, I would guess that it was like 1,100 orders, and the other 7 were probably like retail investors that just happened to have an order sitting at that same price. But just a massive, massive order came in on ES. And then from there, you know, price got pushed up. And I believe it was like right around here. It was like right here on ES when this order came in. Just, you know, we sold off a little bit and then just boom, rocket. So something to be aware of. And then somebody just asked me what I changed for the SIGs. So SIGs are based on a bell curve. Your first SIG is going to be value area volume 68. So here, your second SIG is going to be value area volume 95. And then your third SIG is going to be value area volume 99. There's also videos on this on my channel. But basically, for SIGs, you can do it on any time period. So you could do, the key is you need to have 2 value areas that overlap. So like if we look at the monthly right now on SPY, we have June, which is overlapped by July. And then we have August, which is overlapping both. And then we have September, which is also overlapping July, August, and overlapping July and August. And so with this, we can draw a monthly volume profile over those 4-month periods and find our SIGs. You could do this on daily levels on 30 minutes. You just need 2 days or more that are overlapping. Weekly levels, same thing. You just need 2 weeks or more overlapping. Monthly levels, same thing. 2 weeks or more, 2 months or more overlapping. You could do it on yearly levels, 2 years or more overlapping. All right, I want to zoom out, see where we're at on SPY. Let me hide my drawings. Didn't I go to monthly candles? Okay, yeah. Okay, so from basically like when this run up started here, after this red week, our volume was steadily increasing. And now, the last few weeks, our volume's been decreasing for the most part. Right now, this last week was our lower volume of the 3, or even it's lower volume of like the last month, or the lowest volume, I should say, of the last month. Slightly increased volume on the daily from Tuesday and Wednesday of last week. Thursday, more volume, but it's still fairly low volume. And then same thing, Friday, our volume's decreasing. Pretty sure we're due for a pullback. But then, you know, with the plunge protection team being able to step in and, you know, just do a massive order, it's probably bullish. And then also, I just realized the U.S. basically said they're going to war. I don't remember the exact statement, but we are sending troops, I want to say, to Palestine or something like that. So they didn't say like, oh, we're going to war, but they basically said we're sending troops here, and if such and such company, you know, engages, we're going to defend such and such. I think I said company, but I meant country. Then we'll defend such and such country. And I believe it was like Palestine and Israel, but don't quote me on that. What's up, Lloyd? I feel like I already said hi to you. Sorry, I did. Well, Rising Greatness, I feel like I say this all the time. You have to be really careful who you absorb knowledge from, who you take information from. I always kind of fact check everything. I don't really take anybody's word for anything. There's like maybe a handful of people that I really trust on the internet. Obviously, my mentor Shorty, I trust. But they're probably not doing it maliciously, like it's Columbus Day, and they probably genuinely thought that the market was closed, and it's probably just a mistake on their behalf. But with everything said, it's kind of hard to determine what level you want to take puts. But if you understand like the poor highs, basically, right now we were talking about completed auctions. When we have a poor high, we have an uncompleted auction at the top. And so right now, price needs to push a little bit above that uncompleted auction, and we need a completed auction showing that price is going to be going back down. And so right now, we want this poor high to be cleaned up. We want the uncompleted auction to be cleaned up. We want price to push a little bit above 580.33. Since we're at all-time highs, the best thing I can really do to find a possible rejection level is to draw fibs, which puts us at 581.53. I will say it's never really good to try to time the top when you're at all-time highs. But for me, like, that would be a potential good spot to take puts. But again, probably not the best idea to try to time the top at all-time highs. Just an FYI. I would much rather get a pullback to this circled range here and take calls. And I would be super stoked to come down to about 576.46 and grab calls there. I will say, though, like, all in all, we are pretty due for a pullback. I just don't know, October election year. I don't know that we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of pullbacks. So tomorrow could be definitely could be a difficult day to trade. But again, I would like to see how we react up here. I would like to see how we react here for possibly grabbing calls. And I would love to come down here, and I wouldn't even hesitate to jump into calls. Okay. Just be aware, if you take calls here, you need to have like a decent enough stop loss below the single prints to where you're not going to get stopped out. And then at least to reward for everything that you risk. So I would probably be looking at something like this if I took that, took calls here. Okay. Somebody requested that I chart NQ. Let me just make sure I have time. I do have a little bit of time. Let's hop into it really quick. I'm going to be going really fast. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of talking. I should say really quick, if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate the people that, come in after the videos and drop comments and share their wins, their losses, whatever. So if you guys can do that, I would appreciate it. Also, for the people that are subscribed, thank you. Appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed and you like the videos, please hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you. So there's my daily levels. Now I go to the 65-minute to get my weekly levels. Oh, weekly and daily lines up. So I'll be doing this. Excuse me. Oh, and the daily lines up as well for the POC. Those will be some strong levels if we come to them. Thank you, Scott Dog. Happy Sunday, Odyssey. Sorry, I'm also... Oh, is the volume low? Here, I can turn it up. Is this better? I was trying to get... maybe if I turn my mic towards me more... Maybe this will be better. I don't know. Actually, sorry. Better here. We need to test. I think I can turn it up a hair more. I was just trying to eliminate some of the background noise. It's probably better now. Sorry. Thank you for the information. The last time I did a video, like my wife was in the background talking, and I turned my gain down to try to get rid of her noises in the background, basically. And then I was messing with it like off stream, trying to get the levels perfect. And then, you know, obviously, like I can't hear myself. So, TPO. I'm on the wrong time frame. Fun. No spike, right? No spike. NQ looking a little bit different than SPY. Not that it matters, but I mean, we have the same. No, we have single prints at the top. There's no poor high. And single prints at the bottom. All right, so there's my levels for NQ. For people that basically like want to know this information, when I'm trading, I do use VWAP. You can use this one, the volume weighted average price. And under the settings, I do a band multiplier of 0.13. And that gives me a little cloud, which you can see is generally much more respected than just having a single line. So basically when I'm trading VWAP, I have my session volume profile on, and then initial balance are the only things that I really keep on my chart. When you're trading live, you know, with your session volume, like your developing session volume profile, you know, a general rule of thumb would be take calls at value area low, take puts at value area high. And I'm not saying every time it comes to value area low, take calls, and every time it comes to value area high, take puts. You could do that, and all in all, you would probably be a successful trader. You're probably going to have a better than a 50% win rate. But see how it reacts at those areas. And basically, how you want to think of things is you don't want to be selling the bottom and taking puts at the value area low, and you don't want to be buying the top and taking calls at value area high. Oh, I did forget to mention on SPY, or this applies to anything, but the way that I look to trade is like, let's just say we come up to here. I will, you know, like if a level gets tapped and then we sell off really quickly, like I notice that we start to get a rejection right away. Me personally, I will take puts. But recommended for newer people is for puts, you really want to fall inside of a level, have 3 5-minute candles close inside, retest, and on the retest is where you would take your puts. So this would be your entry here in this scenario. Inverse for calls, basically break above a level, have 3 5-minute candles close above, retest, and then this would be where you take calls. You can also do, you know, like come down to a level, bounce, 3 5-minute candles, retest, and that's where you would take calls. So hopefully the entries are clear. NQ, I'm done charting. I'm not going to be changing anything here. It looks like that area was not good for puts. Yeah. Yeah, they did end up pushing up higher. I am going to chart ES really quick because I need it for tomorrow myself. Same thing, I'll probably be quiet right now, but I'm going to do it live just that way. For anybody that's interested, they can watch, watch me charting or whatever. It's definitely a good way to learn. Better to do it yourself. I should add, like, for anybody learning, the more screen time you get, the more time you spend at charts, the more time you watch candlesticks moving, the better you're going to get. Like, I have a ton of screen time with NQ, and I can kind of predict exactly what it's going to do, where it's going to bounce, where it's going to reject, and I reversal trade the hell out of it. ES should match SPY. Single prints at the top, pour high at the top, single prints at the bottom. For me, my big thing, I want to figure out the midpoint at the bottom, because that's generally where they reverse things on single prints. Will be at the midpoint when you have like a decent range like we have here. I used to do math on this, and somebody very smart and smarter than me said you can just draw a box. And under the settings, just check the middle line, and it'll give you the midpoint. Way faster than busting out the calculator. I forget who it was, but thank you. So on SPY, this midpoint 5827.25 is where I'd be watching for calls. Kind of the same thing that we did on SPY. We have the pour high here at the top. And then if we draw our fibs, there's our, what's it called? 1272 level. 5878. I would expect them to hit this. Ooh, now they're selling. Yeah, so that's all I've got for tomorrow. Hopefully video was informative. Hopefully it was helpful. Like always, I hope you guys crush it this week. And yeah, like I said, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you're subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Friends of the stream, really appreciate you guys. And if you're not subscribed and you like the content and you think it was helpful, I would appreciate a sub. With all of that said, much love, much respect. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you sometime this week. Hopefully we'll be able to do a video Monday night and find some more setups for you guys, okay? Much love, much respect. Peace out. Bye.